When I was 10 years old, me and my mom attended the South Texas State Fair in Beaumont, Texas. As we walked into the section where all the games were set up, a large display said, "See the body of a real Sasquatch." I, of course, had to go. In fact, I went like 5 times that night. The display was set up inside of a small travel trailer type of building, and it had some blown up photos of the Patterson-Gimlin creature and various Bigfoot artwork around it. The creature was about 7 feet long, and it was in a glass case. I remember it having a very round face with deep eye holes, and I could see some teeth with the mouth slightly open. As a 10-year-old, I cracked that it was very anatomically correct, obviously male, which I found interesting. I wondered if someone would make that part up or not. I was already a budding journalist, so I was suspect of its authenticity, but it was so intriguing. I had heard of the Minnesota Iceman, and this was like my very own version of that. To this day, the image of the creature in the display is frozen in my mind. If I could print the image in my brain, I would have something very interesting to show you here. One of the arms was kind of down to the side of the body, and the other one was kind of laying down toward the center of its chest, and the mouth was partially open with nasty looking teeth, and I'll never forget the eye holes, and they were like kind of deep. And what was so strange to me is I remember even then thinking, if I was going to fake a Bigfoot body, I probably wouldn't make the face exactly like this. It certainly wasn't what was on images of Bigfoot creatures in pop culture back in the mid-1980s, or even what we could kind of see from the Patterson-Gimlin film from back then. It was very roundish and really round, deep-set eyes, and had kind of a gray skin on the face. And I think the animal was probably 6.5 feet long, maybe 7 feet long. It had sort of dark brown fur, and kind of what I remembered thinking at the time. This is either really, really good special makeup effects, or it's kind of like not so great taxidermy. Kind of one of the two right there. And I mean, it was anatomically correct. That kind of mind boggled me why someone would do that, you know. There's a very good chance this was a fake carcass, but perhaps it wasn't. And I've reached out through different media channels, and I've had a couple of people tell me around the same time they saw a Bigfoot carcass at another fair in Texas at the time. And I'm looking for some records from this particular fair and reaching out to some various contacts on this. So if you've encountered this particular carcass or a Bigfoot carcass around Texas, Louisiana, maybe the Arklatex region, around the mid-1980s from like 83 to like 85, make sure and comment here or send me a private message or email at globalbigfoot@gmail.com. That's globalbigfoot@gmail.com. Another thing I can say about this, there was a very fake Bigfoot carcass that was being paraded around and shown about 15 years ago. This looked way better than that. It was infinitely better than that setup. So it's always intrigued me. What did I see? You know, very good chance it was another in the line of fakery. But then again, it looked better. And I even went back and asked my mom about it because I was a kid. And she said she thought it looked pretty good. So she said I couldn't just look at it and say that's a fake. There have been a lot of interesting specimens and strange things out there in the pursuit of Bigfoot. And I'm introducing one that hasn't been mentioned yet. Make sure and subscribe to Global Bigfoot. Lots and lots of new material. And we're trying to focus on things that haven't been spoken about a whole lot here at Global Bigfoot.